pocket.
Okay. All right. So I have to keep it down. It's 3 a.m. and I got a call from the front desk that there's some loud asshole role-playing upstairs.
Are you serious?
That's awesome.
The people next to me are not pleased with this.
That's
fantastic.
Meanwhile, yeah, all right, whatever. So I continue to examine the body, and I use my criminology and biology skills to examine every crevice of the corpse.
Yes.
Looking for anything that I can find that would help us, and I ask for the other man to give me a hand as we examine him.
I hope the room next door
thoroughly.
is hearing all of this.
They're like,
Meanwhile,
wait, now
I'm
he's
still over the
telling
body.
sex stories on, like, what is this guy doing?
I'm just continuing to
scan.
Oh, no, Maggie's gone.
I think AAA has left us. My right pocket.
It got too hot in here for Maggie. She had to dip out. It's too much.
Oh, it looks like she's back. You're exploring within the body cavity of this man, sifting through the organs and the packing and stuffing that the embalmers have placed within his body cavity, and you find that all of the skin on his chest, where it has been struck by this device, has turned into crystalline ice, and the inside of his body is pure, cold, frozenness.
I like that description.
It's almost as if all of the heat has been sucked out of Wilbur, and he's still coming back up to room temperature, hours after his death.
That's hot. Except for Wilbur, who's not.
Now, Amelia, what are you doing at the entrance as the priest comes up to you?
How close are the Aeon priests?
The Aeon priests are probably 70 feet away,
Okay.
shrouded in shadow in the dim inner sanctum of this makeshift
Then
area.
I continue to engage in conversation with Sir Johnson.
Yes.
And I actually, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to momentarily look behind myself and place my third eye behind me.
Ah, excellent. Now you have a third eye behind you.
Yes, I have a third eye behind me. I'm just blankly staring into Sir Johnson and watching these priests, letting him tell me about all the great things that he does, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment that the Aeon priests are like about 7 feet away, I jump back and I yell, "Sir Johnson, how dare you touch me like that?" And I purposely run into the Aeon priest.
So, I mean, you're running towards your friends then.
I'm sorry?
The Aeon priests are your friends.
We are the Aeon priests.
What?
We're pretending to be Aeon priests.
What? The other ones that were...
There's no
There's
other
no
ones.
other ones. It's
You
just,
two have just been hilariously, hilarious.
No, I
It's
thought
just
you said
pocket
that
bullshit.
they
Did I
went in-
misunderstand and paint the picture for me?
You both did.
No, yeah, they went in to investigate the body. I thought that they are going into building over here, and that we are talking to the two guys in the robes over here. So when you tell me that
I
suddenly
thought
I
you guys
see
were
the
just
Aeon
role-playing
priest,
really well, Wheat. I thought you were just role-playing. You were like, I didn't know that you guys were going to pretend to be Aeon priests.
then you know what?
Just
I,
do it. We.
I still do it.
yeah. Just as you leap away, are you looking through your third eye?
I mean, I deactivate the moment I'm like, okay, my timing is now.
Yeah. Okay. So you leap away and you draw your attention back to Sir Johnston Egglesworth III Esquire, and he's like this. Hands he literally was just about to grope you. And he just freezes and he's like, milady, I thought we were getting on so well. You wouldn't mind a little public groping. I'm terribly sorry.
I sort of whisper in to the Aeon, go through. And I just stomp up to Sir Johnson and I slap him.
Oh yeah, well, like crack. He just like holds on his face and he says, "Oh, my lady Amelia, and he just like walks away. And his friend, who's been strangely quiet this whole time, turns to you and says, "I'm terribly sorry about Sir Johnston, ma'am. He gets a little grabby sometimes, especially at funerals. He doesn't actually know the deceased. He's just, women at funerals. You know.
What?
I just shake my head.
He says, well, now that these Aeon priests are here, I suppose that explains the strange flash in the night sky last night. That's what my friend Sir Johnston and I were discussing when you came and approached. It was truly something else, was it not? That large purple blast of light up the horizon like nothing I've ever seen before. Truly impressive.
This is the other guy?
Yeah, this is Sir Johnston had a friend that he was whispering to when you came up, and this is Sir Johnston's friend. I just bit the shit out of my tongue. Ow.
Okay. I cannot think but your silver tongue are spitting more words to try to grope my marvelous chest. You have the same intentions as your friend Sir Johnson.
He says, "Madam, I truly hate to disappoint you, but you're not my type."
I see. Oh, man, all the ways we could go from here.
He's like, hold on one moment.
Then I just sort of shift the attention back to the conversation. I did not see the purple light, but perhaps you can enlighten me a bit more. What is this? Is this how they transport?
Oh, well, I know not only that the Aeon priests have mysterious technologies that work in ways that the common man simply doesn't comprehend. There was a great flash in the northeastern edge of town just last night, in the early hours of the morning, and I assumed that it had something to do with some natural phenomenon. But now that we have Aeon priests here investigating the corpse, it seems as though there truly is something greater at work here today. Very strange, don't you think?
Oh, perhaps, but we live in an age when strange things are all around us.
Indeed. What can one do when faced with such strangeness? And he grabs like a champagne glass off of a nearby table stand and hoists it, and he says, "What can one do in the face of such strangeness but drink?" And then he just like drinks down a flute of champagne and reaches and grabs another one. Pocket and AAA and Bleen.
Yep.
What are y'all doing?
Question
Pocket.
about the corpse.
Yeah. You were trying to like figure out, you were trying to use your forensics skill to figure out more information about how he died.
Yeah. So my question for you is, did the heat, was it a blast at him or did it emanate from out of him?
From a cursory examination of the deceased's chest area, you determine that there is a line of frosted burn across his chest that seems like he was slapped with something which inflicted the heat damage.
Can I determine why this killed him, or if it did kill him, and why it didn't kill the blue guy who attacked us?
Give me an intellect roll, a forensics roll.
12.
Yes, it appears as though, and that's what it was. The blue guy who attacked you had a burn across his chest like this, but did not die from it. I do remember that now. Yes, it seems as though this infliction was of a much greater intensity. You can even see that many of the cellular walls of his chest have actually turned entirely to ice crystal lattices, and that the impact of whatever hit him drew all of the heat straight out of his body. I mean, like down to like 0 degrees Kelvin.
So I tell my my companion AAA that whatever we're looking at here is less about how he died, but more about why he was killed and why the other guy was left alive.
AAA, you have now finished your scan of the body.
All right.
This man was a level 1 commoner, but you detect no trace of the Numenera about him. Not even lingering sort of, Numenera elements related to the manner of his death, for example.
Interesting.
In
I'll
your
relay this to
expert sensing ability, it does not seem like this man was slain with a cipher or an artifact.
All right. I relay that to Pocket and say perhaps we need to be speaking to who he was last seen with.
Good point. We probably should head to the guardhouse then.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
All right, let's. Yeah, that's definitely the next stop.
Thank you, good sir, for the time. I say to the guy, and perhaps maybe I can look at what you've written as the diagnosis for his death.
The priest pulls out like a notebook or whatever, and he flips through it and he reads out the cause of death. Cause of death, hypothermia. And he shows you the notebook.
Okay, I say, where was he last found?
He was found on the floor next to the guard post.
You're muted, Maggie. Maggie, you're muted.
Yeah, that's
What?
Oh, sorry. Were there any bystanders or anybody who called in spotting this?
He was found by the morning replacement for the watch. And it seems as though there was nobody nearby when the death occurred.
Thank you for your time, and extend my hand and kind of like question him, look at him questioningly to get his name.
He says, Father Patron. And he shakes your hand.
Perhaps we can speak once again after my fellow companion and I find further information.
Yes, I think I would like that. Please, do come find me if you have any more questions about embalming.
And like my eye zooms in as I'm saying this, and my visor comes down.
Awesome.
So do I guess I need to like have this repainted for me because some things have occurred now. Do I see them like walking out, and do they pass by me to leave?
Well, you had passed the priest, so you were standing fairly close by to them.
Oh, okay. So I could see the body of Wilbur, correct?
Yeah.
I guess when I walked in, I saw them and kind of like winked and then like looked at Wilbur and like kind of had a panic attack, or at least faked a panic attack. And just like, I guess I just ran out of the place. And I was supposed to warn them that the Aeon priests were coming, but they were the Aeon priests, so there was no point in warning them.
Once you got up to them,
I just do that.
That was probably the funniest thing ever, because the whole time they're doing this, I'm like, this is hilarious, because they don't realize that it's actually...
Yeah. So that's what I do.
Once you got up to them and you passed the priest and you realized that the Aeon priests that the father was talking about were AAA and Pocket, you just kind of felt really dumb.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I just like winked, so it was like I knew what was going on and what I was doing, and then I just like walked out. Yep.
Right.
Cool. Okay, so what do you guys want to do now that you've investigated the strange death of this poor town guard?
I think we wanted to go to the guard post and see what we can find out there. Any clues?
Okay, that's it.
Maybe speak to some people around the area.
Awesome. Yeah.
Well, these two, we want to gather what intel they've gotten so far as well.
Of who two?
Lean and Amelia.
Yeah, we tell you the info.
Yeah. Sure.
All right. Yeah, so you head over to the guard
I got
post.
groped.
Almost.
Very nearly got groped. You headed over to the guard post, and there's nothing out of the ordinary. There's, a subtle indentation in the ground where maybe Wilbur's body fell from the guard post. There is another guard sitting up there with the old trusty blunderbuss who looks down and says, "Hey, y'all heading out of town?"
Shut up, old man.
No.
Can we go? Well, first off, we tell him that we're here to examine I do the whole like, hey, I'm with the Aeon priests, that whole spiel again, and say that we're here to examine the murder scene.
Oh, yeah, the murder scene. Well, that's it right down there. You're standing on top of it. That's where he died.
Can we look around and examine anything? Is there anything to see there?
There's a spot on the ground where like the ground is slightly discolored, and when you like put your hand down on it, it's actually still quite frosty. But other than that, there's nothing out of the ordinary.
All right, what do you guys think we should do?
I asked the fellow up there if he's certain, did he see anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary? No, nothing out of the ordinary today. Everything seems A-okay, except people not going in or coming out of town. And he sort of like squints at you with really beady eyes.
What about the day prior? Any odd people traveling into town or out of town?
Strange fellow in a cloak. Looked kind of sick. Came in town yesterday afternoon, from what I hear. Said he had some family on the northern edge. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you know Wilbur?
Well, yep. He and me had the same job. Yep, relieved him every day.
And
14 hours of work for both of us.
Were you the one who found him?
Yeah, yep. This very morning.
And what did you observe about the body when you discovered him?
Oh, that body was cold. Cold body. Frozen. Almost solid. Like a block of ice.
When was the last time you saw him prior?
Previous day in the morning. Relieved him for the night shift.
Did Wilbur have any enemies?
Well...
Any debts, perhaps?
I heard there was a man in town whose wife took a liking to Wilbur. His name was Jimes.
Jimes?
Did he have a last name?
James.
Jimes.
Obviously.
Yeah. He lives off on the west end of town. He lives in a bright red house with a big steel hat on top of it. And he and his wife Jean, they live there, raise some chickens.
I don't think I have any other questions.
Yeah, I think I turn to the rest of the group. I think this guy's worthless. Like, I don't think there's anything we can get from him.
Jane, she sure has some nice chickens. Y'all might want to go look at Jane's chickens.
We'll do that. You keep guarding the wall like the good guard you are.
Yeah. Yep, sure will. Yep, got the blunderbuss. I'm the guard. Yep. And he just like sits back right up and like points the blunderbuss out at the horizon like
And as we're on our way leaving, I say, Jimes, do we know this guy's name?
Guard?
This guard's name?
God, you people and your names. His name is Tibbs.
Okay, Tibbs, do you happen to know who might be taking over Wilbur's spot?
He says, nope, don't know.
All right.
It's going to be hard. We're going to put up a notice in the middle of town at the Scaffold for Truth and Penitence. If you think you got what it takes to be a guard for this fine village of Jericho's Ridge, then you should apply. But let me tell you, it is not easy to become a guard. Nope. Rigorous testing.
Great.
Awesome. All right, so I guess as we're walking away, should we figure out who this strange fellow is? Do you think it has anything to do with the death of Wilbur?
Surely a commoner whose wife has fallen in love with him does not have the technology that could have caused the wounds that were found upon Wilbur. So perhaps the man in the cloak is a better lead, for we simply know nothing about this individual. But I refuse to believe that anyone from this town has the technology, knowledge, or resources to kill him.
I am curious what he wanted us to look at as far as the chickens, though.
I honestly thought you were going to make a cloaking technology joke. I really thought you were going there. How would we look for a man in a cloak? I mean, clearly he wouldn't just sit around town in a cloak.
Was where his family.
The northern edge of town. We could also split up and perhaps go inquire with Jean and her husband.
We probably should.
Jimes.
And Jane.
Jimes and Jane.
Jimes and Jane.
Yeah.
So who wants to do what?
I would like to inquire about this strange fellow.
The cloaked fellow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's see. I'm going to make a note of this because I think it's a good idea to plan out the start of the next session and then call it. So AAA, cloaked fellow in the north of town.
I'll go to Jimes and Jane.
Pocket.
Check out them chickens.
I'll go with Pocket.
And that's Amelia. Bleen?
Ma'am, Bleen has like no interest in any of that. I don't know what he's tied to character-wise. He just doesn't give a flying fuck about any of this technology shit. He's an ex-con who has like a failing dojo in his life. He just smokes some fucking crazy crack. He's questioning his life.
So what would you do? What would Bleen what would Bleen do?
I'd probably just go.
WWBD.
I'd probably just go meditate
WWBD.
and try to figure things out.
Okay.
Have some me time.
Bleen is meditating. Cool. All right, we will pick up with that situation when we return next time on Numenera Peace Theater.
Cool stuff.
And now we're muted again.
Yep.
30 minutes.
Yep, 30 minutes. The last spot's going to be muted.
Goodbye.
I really hope
right,
it is. That would just make me laugh. People would be upset, but I would just laugh. Let's do some shout-outs. Maggie, go ahead and unmute yourself, and you can start us off.
Oh, I get to be first. You guys can check out all my stuff, margaretcrone.com. All my things, they're all Margaret Crone. I won't be able to stream as much next week. I will be streaming Monday. I don't know about Tuesday, but I will be streaming on SOE channel. If you guys want to check out that stuff, it'll be twitch.tv/SOE because we have SOE Live. It's going to be a lot of fun, craziness. It's always fun. We're in Vegas, so you can just imagine what will ensue. Probably lots of drinking. Not on my side, just watching a lot of people drink. And I don't know. Someday we'll figure out what's going to happen after that. I think I'll try to do some things from the hotel, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But you guys can check out all my stuff there. I work on lots of games. PlanetSide 2, EverQuest 2. Hopefully you guys like it. Check it out. That's all I got. I'm done.
What was it? Fucking like you're shooting bullets. Now you're like the frog doing the dance after.
I don't even know what's happening right now.
I've got hands, motherfuckers. Look.
I don't know what to do with these. Where do I put them?
Oh, it was funny.
It's hard. It's a question for the ages.
Cool stuff. If you guys see or go into SOE, like Maggie said, make sure you say hi. That's we're not afraid of meeting you all, even though maybe.
No. And people think that I'm busy. I'm always busy, but
we're always busy at these
come
things.
say
Just
hi
say
to me.
hi.
It's okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's always good. Cool. We'll have fun in Vegas if I don't talk to you or if we don't talk to you before then. Just like I said at the start of the show for some dumb reason. And let's get some shout outs from Wheat.
Yo. I don't know. Sorry, just look at this massive fucking
That's why.
vape cloud.
That's why you're doing your shout
That's why you went to. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's gone now. All the vape's on. God, this week Swan Song, live on 3, Twitch Weekly. I'll be at SOE on Saturday, so Vegas, baby. Yeah, and JP, have you posted any Monster Hunter videos yet?
I don't think I can because Capcom and Nintendo are just like, fuck you when it comes to YouTube. So
really? With Monster Hunter?
Yeah, like,
okay.
I don't think I'm going to even bother.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with all that bullshit.
Basically what JP's saying is that like maybe I'll throw them up and just see what happens.
You could, yeah.
Yeah, shits and giggles. But
like,
I had fun playing that.
I didn't try to monetize it, so I don't actually know if it's going to be.
Gotcha,
but it wouldn't let me download the VOD, and typically, or download the MP4. So typically, when that happens, it means that they've got their fucking hands on it somehow. So yeah.
Sure. But I'll probably be playing some more of that. I'm finding it fun, and now people are telling me about Monster Hunter 4, which.
Yep.
I don't know much about it, but I'm in.
Monster Hunter is so good.
It's good. You should play
Monster
with us,
Hunter
Maggie.
is so good. Wait, Monster Hunter 4, is it?
It's not out yet.
It's only 3DS?
I think so.
Oh, man.
That's why I don't have really interest in it. I think it is. I don't know enough about it to.
Yeah, it looks like. Sorry. I didn't mean to turn it. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you.
Cool. Jesse, in the most sensual and sexual of ways from the hotel room, can you please do some shout outs?
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
What's up, Batman? How's it going? Thanks for stopping by.
I've come to find out where Rachel is, but I have to do it really quietly. I can't yell this time. No, I have nothing happening. I'm at Gamescom this week, so that's a thing. I'm in London right now. It's 3 a.m., and the people next door are not happy with me. Also, I am kind of tired now, so I'm going to go fall asleep. I love you all, and watch my channel. It's all listed in front of you.
There you go. Thanks, Jesse, for staying up till 3 a.m. If people are wondering why it's a 3-hour show, it's because I'm not going to force Jesse to roleplay till 4 a.m. London time. But 3 a.m. I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
4 a.m.
You're so nice.
Thank you, Jesse.
You're so nice.
Thanks for coming on, Jesse. It was a lot of fun. Steven, close out with some shout-outs. You're muted.
Damn it. Thank you guys for playing. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching. It's awesome to have Chat be so into it. I thought we got some pretty cool stuff happening this time. You should follow me on Twitter at Silent Osiris. You should follow me on YouTube at Silent Osiris. And I'll see you all on Swan Song tomorrow. Oh, and I have a Q&A over on reddit.com/r/itmeJP. So if you're into asking questions about shows, you should totally check it out.
Cool stuff. I guess the last thing before I do all my other stuff after I close the show out, when we wrap up Numenera, which I think is probably going to be at least 2 or 3 sessions away, we're going to do like a one-shot with the R&D crew, and I don't think Wheat and Maggie know this yet. We're going to do a one-shot of Made RPG, because
sweet.
When Jesse originally was coming on the show, we were going to play Made RPG, and then I decided that it would just get out of hand. But I want to see how out of hand it gets in one session. So,
yes, master.
In the future, look for that. It'll be after Numenera ends. I don't know when that will be, but should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. So yeah, first VOD will be up on youtube.com/itmeJP pretty soon. I'll be hosting Ryan after I go offline. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for Swan Song. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We are out. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
Bye.